I was going to do some top tips for wine tasting. Don't wear perfume because all your tasting notes will just consist of lily of the valley. Make sure that you're hydrated because otherwise you'll... I don't even know what I've done with my water. I'll go and get it. Find a good note-taking system. Obviously I'm scoring these specifically, but I've started using OneNote in order to sort of log all my tasting notes. But there's probably some better apps I need to investigate because we always have like notebooks all over the place and then you can never find the tasting notes. Actually, one of the books I'm listening to at the moment I thought might be a Malbec book. I'm listening to Cloverleaf by narrated. Who's written it? I forgot who's written it. Narrated by Matthew Lloyd Davis, who's a lovely narrator. It's a very, very silly book about the devil. This one, I'm going to do this really quickly because I already know this is really good. So this is taking it up a notch with the Malbecs. This is the Guggenheim, who do a range of Malbecs. This has got a little bit of oak on it, so it's that much richer. I do think it's still only 13.5, interestingly, so it's a slight soaking smokiness. Oh, in fact, quite cigar-y on the nose, which is really nice. I mean, that steps it up. I mean, it's a good £1 more, sort of £2 more than the others. It steps it up hugely in terms of concentration and quality. You've got a huge amount of fruit really wrapped in, like dark damsons and black cherry, and then it's really wrapped up in this lovely cigar finish. And what's good about the finish on this, as opposed to some of the others where I like the finish because it's giving you a bit of spice at the end, but actually this is giving you everything stays. You've got fruit at the finish, you've got everything, the spice, the cigar really lingers, the tannins linger, but in a really nice way. So that for me is a huge win. Have I got a question? Did I just say? Yes, I'm going to do a Sunday, if you like, a Sunday night wine tasting chat. So I will do, what I'll do on Sunday evenings, I will pick something that I'm listening to or reading or narrating, and I'll choose a wine to go with it. I'll talk about both things. It'll be like a book and wine club. So then you can join me with a glass of wine, tell me what you're drinking, tell me what you're reading, and we'll just see. So I assume this is some sort of test that I'm probably going to fail. Maybe we do that on the Sundays as well. I'll send you one, like a blind wine, and you have to try and work out what it is. It's very pale. I'm going to go with Pinot Grigio. I'm already decided this is Pinot Grigio. Yeah, it's Pinot Grigio. So I'm really going to frown because I already judged it and decided that it's Pinot Grigio, which I don't like. I'm really disappointed if it isn't Pinot Grigio. It's horrible. It's horrible because it tastes like sort of some nasty sweets. It's just rank. Somebody tell me to go and pick my son up at 3 o'clock if we get that far. Right, so just to be clear, boring. Pinot Grigio Rosé, pointless. I'm a big fan of Chardonnay, and actually I like good Australian Chardonnay. It can be really nice. So we have here the Hamilton Heights Chardonnay. Again, this is only 12.5%. You can drink this all day. And no oak, so it should just be nice and fresh. And that's got that, and that's really lovely, and it's quite delicate. It's not too. People think of Australian Chardonnay as being over the top, and that's not. That's quite nice. So I'm going to give that one. Okay, now we're going to do Rowlands. I've given that a sort of 7. Rowlands Brook, which is an absolutely disgusting label. I believe that they're going to be changing it because it's horrible. That's quite nice, actually. Shame about the label. It's got a nice balance to it. It's not too over the top. You've got a nice creamy finish on that, actually, which is really quite pleasant. I've been getting loads of adverts for alcohol-free stuff, think they might be trying to tell me something. But yeah, when I was pregnant, do you remember that champagne? I had that awful, wasn't champagne obviously, sparkling wine that was supposed to be, because one of the problems is with obviously all of the alcohol-free stuff is they're all sweet. So trying to find something that's dry and alcohol-free just is really hard. And so I bought this sort of sparkling, not wine, and it was just undrinkable and disgusting. It tasted of like, sage or something. It was really odd, really, really odd. Do you know what? I'm not going to do the White Zinfandel. I just don't care. I don't care. If people want to have it on the list, they can have whatever they like. I'm not going to drink. I literally refuse to taste it. And actually, funny enough, I think everyone else has done the same, because so we've been doing this. Everyone's been coming in one at a time to do it. So there've been sort of 3 or 4 people before me having a look at it. So you can see the fill level on that versus the fill level on the White Zinfandel. No one has tasted this wine. No one wants it. So let's just not bother. What I'm going to talk to you about now, which is very nice. Teresa, you've had this before. This is the Villa Wolf Pinot Noir Rosé, German rosé. So this is made by a very famous winemaker, Dr. Lucen, over in Pfalz, which is a region in Germany, where they make drier styles of wine. That being said, this is not a dry style of wine. Their Pinot Gris is fabulous. If you're going to drink Pinot Grigio, the Villa Wolf Pinot Gris is far and above superior to any sort of random cheap-ass Italian Pinot Grigio.